Hong Kong-Zhuhai Bridge is the world's longest sea bridge and it has captivated everyone's attention with its charms. But do you want to know every detail about it? If so, keep watching the video till the end. Here we begin. As you must have seen in the news, President Xi Jinping officially opened China's new mega bridge. It took almost 9 years of construction and now it is finally done. It's known to be the longest overseas bridge with a length of 55 kilometers. This longest overseas bridge in the world traverses the Pearl River estuary to attach the Chinese continent to Hong Kong and Macau. Let me tell you that it's 20 times longer than the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. Can you believe it? Are you wondering what's so special about this bridge? Well, let me elaborate on it in detail. In one segment, you will find that the bridge transitions to an underwater tunnel which is for 7 kilometers. This is used to make paths for ships to traverse and aircraft to take off from the nearby Hong Kong International Airport. Nearly 400 tons of steel were utilized in this mega project, identical to 8 times the quantity borrowed to build the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Well, this mega bridge is assisted by pillars entrenched in the seafloor with several cables hanging from giant towers and 2 artificial islands. Yes, you heard it right. It has 2 artificial islands too. We will talk about it soon, so embrace yourself till then. Let's talk about some other fascinating features of this mega project. According to its makers, this bridge should be competent to resist a magnitude 8 earthquake, a super typhoon, or a crash with a 300,000-ton ship. But despite all these tremendous features, this project has been condemned for the casualties of 10 workers and its feared consequences on local white dolphins. It might shock you, but there are only 47 animals left in the area, down from 188 in 2003. You must be aware that China is also home to the longest bridge of any sort in the world. And by this, we're talking about the 164-kilometer-long Danyang-Kunshan Grand Bridge, which crosses land and water between Shanghai and Nanjing. Let's hear what Frank Chan, who is the city's transport secretary, said about this mega project. With the bridge, the traveling time between Hong Kong and the Western Pearl Drive Delta region will be shortened significantly, thereby bringing the Western Pearl River Delta region within 3 hours' drive from Hong Kong. Now, one question must have arisen in you. Why has it been built? Well, it's part of China's agenda to establish a Greater Bay Area comprising Hong Kong, Macau, and 9 other municipalities in southern China. So, you clearly understand that the mega machines are helping China to link the world. Are you tempted to traverse China's glass bridges? I am talking about the bridge where you can walk through God's hands. This region is presently home to 68 million people, but in the past, visiting Zhuhai and Hong Kong would take as long as 4 hours. But this is not the case with the new bridge. The new bridge cuts this down to 30 minutes. It sounds pretty favorable, right? Now the big question is, can anyone drive across the bridge? And to your surprise, the answer is no. Those who must traverse the bridge must attain particular permits distributed by a quota network. Furthermore, all the vehicles will have to pay a toll. Public vehicles do not attend the bridge, so private shuttle buses will exert the path. Moreover, you won't find any rail links. Councils originally calculated that about 6,000 automobiles would traverse the bridge every day. However, they later reduced bus analyses after new transport systems were created in the area. Despite the emphasis on drive time, private car holders in Hong Kong will still not be eligible to traverse the bridge without a particular permit. So what will they have to do? Well, most drivers will have to station at the Hong Kong port, shifting to shuttle buses or private hire cars once they are through immigration. And these shuttle buses will amount to $8 to $10 for a solitary trip relying on the time of day. What are people saying about it? As you now have understood, this bridge is going to be a great help in reducing the time to reach certain places. But there are some other problems too which the authorities need to solve. There's been a tremendous amount of objection to the undertaking. It has been labeled the Bridge of Death by some regional media. As I have already spoken of, at least 9 workers on the Hong Kong side have perished, and administrators told BBC News Chinese that 9 had died on the mainland side too. Not only this, you will find that hundreds of laborers have also been wounded during the construction. It's fitted with yon cams. Well, do you know about the yon cams? Well, these are special cameras. Special cameras will be on the lookout for drivers on this mega bridge who indicate indications of getting sleepy among other checks. Yawn 3 times, the councils will be stimulated, and the local media will report this. Furthermore, to help dispute likely terror ambushes, there will moreover be 48 high-definition surveillance cameras ascended at intervals along the bridge, as well as anti-terror police patrols. And this is being reported by the South China Morning Post. And drivers will have to alter which side of the road they are on at the intersection. You must be aware of the fact that people drive on the left in Hong Kong and Macau. But this bridge is in Chinese territory, and particular merging channels have been assembled to endure this. There have furthermore been questions about the environmental consequence. Environmental organizations say the undertaking may have resulted in severe damage to marine life in the neighborhood, comprising the critically extraordinary Chinese white dolphin. The quantity of dolphins detected in Hong Kong waters has lessened from 148 to 47 in the past 10 years, and they are present in the waters near the bridge. This report is according to the Hong Kong branch of the Worldwide Fund for Nature, or WWF. Let's hear what Samantha Lee, the Assistant Director of Ocean Conservation at the WWF, said about the situation. The project has caused irreversible damage to the sea. I am worried that the number will never rise again. Is it going to recoup its costs? The bridge, encircling link roads and artificial islands, amounted to a staggering $20 billion to construct. The main bridge independently cost $6.92 billion. Chinese officers say it will produce up to 10 trillion yuan for the frugality, but one Hong Kong lawmaker cast suspicion on that figure. Let's hear what Tanya Chan said. I am not so sure either how the bridge can sustain itself if not many cars are using it. On the other hand, I am pretty sure we would never get that construction cost back. According to an estimation by BBC Chinese, the bridge will just earn around $86 million in tolls per year. The bridge's expenditure costs would already take away a third of these earnings. Analysts have named the bridge a big white elephant that ensures no economic recovery. Others have said its major objective is symbolic, assuring Hong Kong is physically attached to the mainland. The bridge undertaking has come in for intense objection in Hong Kong, where there was a small public pressure or appetite for considerable links to either Macau or Zhuhai. It concerns the city will be devastated by visitors from mainland China. In 2016, Hong Kong saw 56.7 million visitors arrivals, correlated to 37.6 million for the UK, a much bigger country. For analysts of the Chinese government, the bridge is discerned as equipment to push the city, which shows off a semi-democratic legislature and independent judiciary and has watched several mass uprisings in recent years, closer into Beijing's grip. Let's hear what lawmaker Claudia Moss said about it. You can't recognize the prevailing transport associations in a literal way, but this bridge is very visible. You can see it from the plane where you fly into Hong Kong, and it's breathtaking. It links Hong Kong to China almost like an umbilical cord. You see it and know you're linked to the motherland. So now you could understand that despite all the criticism, many people find it a symbol of great developments. So that's all for today. What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments. Make sure to subscribe and smash the bell icon to get more uploads like this. Until we meet again, take care.